Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to our grand tournament. We're back to open some more card packs from our pack of 50 we got. So why don't we grab a pack, turn it around, and drop it in. So we've had a few rares already. So let's see what uncommon card this is. Now that's a Bone Guard Lieutenant for 2 mana for free 2. Anytime you use your hero ability, it gains +1 health. That's fairly decent, as if you're using something like a hunter potentially, or basically almost any, you could kind of ramp it up quite quickly. So that could be a pretty decent card. Now let's move to the top right. We've got another card here. Wonder what it is. It's a tournament attendee. 1 mana for a 2/1 with taunt. In all fairness, it's maybe useful to get rid of some early aggro cards that you could play, such as the Bone Guard Lieutenant, for example. Most likely something like a Fiery Imp, but with only 1 health, it's really too weak to do much. Now if we move down to the bottom right corner, even, goodness, and turn this one over, we get Flash Heal. 1 mana, it's very cheap, restores 5 health. It's probably the best heal we can get in game, I guess. That's a decent card, but at 1 mana, I mean, of course it heals other people as well, but I'm not sure if it's something you'd actually use, being honest. If you're needing to get 5 health back, you're probably already in a bit of trouble. Now in the bottom left corner this time, we have our rare card. So we'll move up to the top left corner and turn over to get a Frigid Snowbolt. 4 mana for a 2/6. It's a fairly solid body. Spell damage +1. I'm not sure I could see that being played. 4 mana is really where you start to see solid cards in play, so getting a 2/6 body is not that great. You know, the extra spell damage is nice, but I'm pretty sure there's other things such as a Chillwind Yeti, for example, which is a 4/5. Now let's go to our rare card here, and let's actually go back to what we used to do and choose a side or the bottom. Actually, let's go in from the top and turn it over. Effigy. When a friendly minion dies, summon a random minion with the same cost. That's a solid card there. It's a secret, so only works in your opponent's turn, but potentially he's killing a monster, because of course you'll always try and go for your bigger targets first. Doesn't know there's effigy here. and all of a sudden he finds out it's back. So, or there is a minion back. I mean, it could be almost anything. That's actually a really solid card there. It's a very, very good one. So that's our first pack done there. Let's jump straight over, cross our fingers, and see what we get in the top right corner. Well, we get a rare card. So how about the bottom right corner? Ah, that's our uncommon. So let's turn her over and get Stealth with Divine Shield, 3 mana for a 2/2. It's a fairly decent card for keeping down there, but it is only a 2/2 body. Now, Divine Shield means it can take a hit, but again, potentially it can just get taken out next turn, so it is susceptible even for AoE as well. So things like Consecrate and Holy Nova, which do 2 damage, will take the least of the Divine Shield off. Of course, it'll hit through the Stealth. So let's move now down to the bottom left corner and turn this one over. Our first Warlock card. Let's have a look. So it's a 2 mana. Warlock cards very often come with some big drawbacks. So for a 4/3, whenever this minion takes damage, also deal that amount to your hero. Thankfully, early game, you probably won't be facing too much that will do a huge amount of damage, but you will have to be careful, as again that's a 4/3, can do a bit of damage there. I could see that being worth it in a aggro Warlock deck where you kind of go and attack pretty aggressively. It's a demon as well, so you can get some good effects with it. So let's move up now, and we're in the top left corner, and we've got another uncommon card here. A Holy Champion. For 4 mana, 3/5, whenever a character is healed, gain +2 attack. So a character is a minion or a hero. That could ramp up to be very, very dangerous. 4 mana for a 3/5. If you get a heal next turn, all of a sudden it's a 5/5. That looks to be a very solid card. I'd maybe need to look into it again a little bit more, but at 4 mana, that looks decent enough. So let's move now to that top card. And if we click, we get a Flame Juggler. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy. A 2/3 for 2 is standard cost. An extra 1 damage you can't really control. Depending on your class, there's probably better 2-cost minions that you can actually deal something with. But let's look at our rare card now anyway. And let's go in from the bottom of this one. Slide our way up and turn it over. Spawn of Shadows. Inspire, deal 4 damage to each hero. So that means anytime you use your hero ability, which most of the time is a heal, you'll deal 4 damage to each hero. That's pretty dangerous, that card. Now you could do a lot of damage to it fairly rapidly. Again, I think that card does look to be fairly solid, as in theory you can heal yourself, so you're only taking 2 damage and your opponent takes 4. So let's move on to our third pack, yep. And we're now starting at the bottom right corner. And we're going to turn this over. An Orgrimmar Aspirant or Aspirant. Well, it's aspiring and it's definitely inspiring. Anytime you armour up, give your weapon +1 attack. 3 mana for a 3/3. That looks fairly solid. Of course, if you've got another one out, that's +2 attack. And that could be fairly dangerous. Wasn't there another one that gave us +1 durability? Or was that a weapon with a battle cry, I think? Anyway, let's move on now to our bottom left card. A refreshment vendor. Battle cry, restore 4 health to each hero. For a 3/5. That's fine if your opponent's well ahead of you. I mean, he's not going to be getting healed up too much. You get a decent sized body out there. Get a little bit of extra health back as well. It kind of just drags the game out a little bit longer as well. I think that's a solid card. Again, if you're playing that on turn 4 and you've maybe been a warlock, for example, if you've not actually really attacked the opponent, getting that extra health could be fairly useful back to you. Now, in our top left corner, we've got our rare card. So we'll just skip over that and we'll find another uncommon here. And it's another North Sea Kraken. Again, big card, big mana cost, big battle cry. For the size of it, low health. So again, not a great card. Great battle cry though. But for 9 mana, I'm sure you could probably do better. So now that the top right corner, we've got our last uncommon here. And it's a Lance Carrier. 2 for a 1/2. Give a friendly minion +2 attack for a battle cry. And because you can choose it, that's fairly solid actually. All of a sudden it turns a 2/1 that you've played on turn 1 into 4/1. That could take out a big minion, for example, or that 1/2 is now a 3/2. So that looks to be a solid card. Again, it's at that kind of low end mark. There seems to be quite a few lower cost minions. Only really seen, the North Sea Kraken at the 7 mana and above mark. That's a late game, really. So let's now move to the rare card for this one. And it is a Draenei Totem Carver. Now, I was wondering if there was other totem cards, and this appears to be one. That could be a really, really solid deck. I think we might have to revisit our Stone Whispers deck soon. It's a good card. You're going to at least have probably around 2 totems out by then. So yeah, I think that card will probably appear in a lot of decks. I mean, even a 4/4 for 4 isn't too bad. Obviously, if 4/5's your standard, there's a very good chance it will be a 5/5 or even a 6/6. So, pack number 4. Let's pop it open and get onto our Warhorse Trainer. So I guess that's a permanent buff. It doesn't say it's a battle cry. So that's a solid 3 for 2/4. Your Silverhand recruits have +1 attack. And the Paladin Hero Power summons Silverhand Recruits. There was also another one which did have Silverhand Recruits on it. So that's pretty solid, it's pretty decent. Let's click on the top one now there. Bolster. Give your taunt minions +2/+2. That's pretty decent. So, I suppose we need to have a few taunt minions out there really to start with. I can't really see using it too much unless you're building a taunt deck. A taunt deck though, it would be solid on. Let's move to our, oh that's our rare card. So let's move to the top right corner and let's turn it over and we get our North Sea Kraken again. This chap seems to be a common card for us. Guess it's one of our, well, I suppose he is fairly uncommon, but I think he's going to be a regular guest. Let's move down to the bottom right corner and we've got another uncommon. Bear Trap. Let's have a look. So, it's a secret, so it's 2 manas for hunters. All hunter secrets are 2 mana. After your hero is attacked, summon a free bear with taunt. So, I'm not sure if that stops the attack or it summons it after, so you still take the damage or not. It's still fairly decent though, so that is only 2 mana for a free minion with taunt. It should be 3 or 4 cost I think, so that's a fairly decent card. And again, can throw opponents off the trail. So let's go back to our top row. Now we have the, oh let's squeeze in, I forgot about doing it last time, into the side here and turn this one over. Oh, we get another, wow, that's a big card, that one. Thunderbluff Valiant. 5 mana for a 3/6, solid big body. Each time you summon a totem using your hero power, it gives your totems +2 attack. Not sure, I think that'll only last for that turn. I don't think it's stackable, but it might be, you never know. Right now I think we're looking at a totem shaman deck at some point. So let's just jump on to the final pack and let's drop it down and see, I think we must be due an epic card by now, but we start with an uncommon one. That's the Frigid Snowballed. We've seen him before. Probably not the best card in the world. It's solid enough, but really for 4 mana there's better cards out there. So at the top we've got another one here. Let's turn it over and we have our old favourite, the North Sea Kraken. Yes, if we actually have a deck which features these, we'll have to make a pun about getting Kraken. So let's, oh, and now we find our epic just in time. So let's move down to the bottom right and turn over, and I think that was in the same position as last time, we get another bear trap. Yeah, I've just gone over that, so... so this is a double special as we get our rare card. Let's turn it over. Wow, so that's us got our 2 Thunderbolt Valiants. I think we're definitely going to have to make a totem deck for Shamans. That has to get done now. So let's move up. And we have our big, shiny, epic card. Now what do you think it will be from? Let's... I don't think we've gone from the right side. So it's an epic card. I think it's going to be a mage card. What do you think? It's a hunter card, 3 mana, 4/2, give a friendly beast immune this turn as a battle cry. Could be worth it, but I think there's probably better cards you can be using with 3 mana mark for hunters. It may be good for a control hunter deck, but well, it'll have its place, and again, I could be wrong. Definitely not disappointed though, as that's an epic card, and it's always great fun to see them. So what I'll do is I'll leave it there. Well, that's our 5 done for the day. Thanks very much everybody for watching. Take care, have fun, I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.